It'll be Springfield to start on offense. Good ball movement on this first possession. Finds Blishy open from the mid-range. And it's a charge on the first possession. And already a foul for Jaron Flynn, the leading scorer for Springfield.
Right idea right there, but Flynn was just a bit too aggressive on that play and ended up knocking him down.
Some soft full court pressure by the Pride. And it'll be Iafredi to set things up on the offensive end. Harry now has it. He's the leading scorer for Wheaton. Alongside Moresi and Iafredi, all are home over the 14-point mark. Harry, the leading scorer, with about 15 a game. Nasruddin starting today, but he's only appeared in 8 games this season. It's usually Khalid Thaher who's starting in that center spot. Livingston left open on the fast break. Off the front of the rim, and Blishy corrals the loose rebound.
Good effort right there by Blishy to recover that ball.
Rodriguez can't hit his three, and already some early misses from the Pride. These are two teams who shoot under 30% from beyond the arc, so it'll be a game that lives inside the paint, and that one, we saw that coming from up here. That's a travel on Petavallano.
A couple early turnovers here by Wheaton. That's something that Springfield will definitely hope continues as the game moves along.
Still no score, about 2.5 minutes in. Livingston gets inside, stops and pops at the elbow. And Blishy, another offensive rebound. Here's Paulino, his three. No good again. A ton of misses early. Still no good. Livingston, how about his try? Finally, somebody drops it in.
Third effort and the continued work on the offensive glass right there paid off for the Pride on their third attempt, but third time's the charm on that one.
Yeah, finally, somebody has scored in this game. Near turnover by Nasrin. Working on Blishy. That one no good. Petavano tried to crash. And now Springfield, here they go in the open court. Good move by Paulino and a blocking foul on Harry. And you're going to see that often as Tristan Harry leads the Newmac in charges.
Went in with a full head of steam right there. Forceful on the move into the paint, and it gives the Pride another possession.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Tucker, already 3 turnovers in this game combined. There were 38 in the last time these two teams played. Has Blishy on the second chance. Rebound puts it in. And a 4-0 lead now for the Pride.
Offensive rebounding has been main strength here in the early going for Springfield, and they're giving themselves extended opportunities even after an initial miss, which is a huge factor.
And now an illegal screen on Nasruddin. Wheaton just cannot get anything going early.
Springfield is making their mark early on with their physicality, both in terms of rebounding, and they're fighting through screens. And this physical style of play in the first couple minutes of this game has really served them well, and it's been giving them more chances.
That one poked loose by Iafredi as Paulino lost it on his drive attempt. Can Wheaton put some points up on the board as Thaher will head to the scorer's table? Moresi falling away. No good. Nasrid on the offensive glass. His second chance also no good.
Strong defense right there by the Pride on the interior. And they've continued to hold Wheaton scoreless almost 3.5 minutes into this one.
And the Lions still searching for their first bucket. Here's Blishy working inside. No good. And now another foul on Harry. That's his second. So we'll see if the Wheaton head coach, Brian Walmsley, in his 28th season, winning as head coach in Wheaton college basketball history, will sub him out, and he does. As well as taking a timeout. Already, only one drive for Springfield, and they have 80 yards total on the ground. Not the start you want if you're this cadet defense. We'll see what they do here on this drive. Obviously, we expect them to run a little bit more. Now he'll deposit it in the gut of Stefan. He'll get a gain of about 6. And that's just what this Springfield offense does so well. It's the 3, the 4, the 5-yard gains that just slow down and kill a defense over time.
And that's why they're one of the best Division III third-down converters in the country. They're getting those 3rd and 1s, those 3rd and 2s, and it's way easier than that. Obviously, the 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, where they might not be as successful.
Yeah, obviously with guys like Arshan Stefan and Joseph Canizaro, who are big backs, it's very easy. I mean, all they have to do is just fall over and they'll get the first down.
Yeah, we haven't seen Canizaro yet, but I'm assuming we're going to see him soon.
Another handoff here to Stefan. He'll get the first down and a little bit more. Don't even get to 3rd down. Arshan Stefan with a good gain there of about 6.
I know it's early, but I'm still liking what I'm seeing from the Cadet defense, that, that one big play, but a lot of the line is being controlled by the Cadets so far.
1st and 10 now on the 47-yard line just across midfield for Springfield. They'll motion Vasquez behind Stefan. They'll put it in the gut of Stefan, who throws a man off of him. And that was quite the play there by Arshan Stefan. He had the ball in his left hand on the inside, but managed to get that arm across and still throw a man into the ground.
Yeah, there's a guy on the other A-gap tried to jump the snap. He timed it really well, but the pride went the other way, and Arshan just put a guy on his butt.
So now another 2nd and short. Like you mentioned, Sam, they're one of the best 3rd down converters in the nation, but so far this drive they haven't even gotten to a 3rd down. They'll give it to Stefan again. This time he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And to your point, once again, another stand for that Cadet defensive front.
Yeah, and Shane Letty just, a middle linebacker, but really controlling that line, coming up to the line. Obviously, when they got all 11 guys in, the Cadets are going to bring all 11 guys in the box, and they're doing a good job so far.
Letty leading this defense with 40 solo tackles and even 20 assisted. So he is one of the most feared players on that Cadet defense. They'll fake it now. Sylvester will pitch it to Sean Brown, who's got McGrath chasing him down on the sideline. And McGrath able to push him out of bounds, but not before Sean Brown picks up the first down.
Yeah, a little risky, but Sylvester got it off in time before he was able to get tackled. Good control, good composure, and Brown with a good run.
Sylvester does a great job of his deception, whether it's faking it in the gut of his fullback or, like we saw earlier, rushing for 13 yards. He faked the pitch, able to keep it. But now we'll see for the first time today, Joseph Canizaro checking in for Stefan. 1st and 10 on the 33, and they'll give it to him. Canizaro with a little bit of a burst, and then cut down at the knees as he gets a gain of about 7.
Yeah, and you kind of knew that they were going to him in there when they put him right in. They knew that fullback gut. Just bring him right up the middle.
Now an injured player. That is Corey Stone, who will get right back up right after they blew the whistle. Kind of trying to loosen up that right shoulder. So a good sign to see him walk off on his own 2 feet.
Another thing to mention, too, is early on in the season, they're having some struggles with fumbling the ball. Obviously, when you run the ball 40, 50 times a game, you're going to see some struggles with losing the ball, especially a couple rain games early on. But recently, they've done a really good job of controlling the ball, not turning it over.
2nd and about 4 on the 27-yard line. Sylvester under center, but will wait a little bit longer as he'll get the play call from the sideline. 2 receivers set. Brown and Vasquez and Canizaro in the backfield. A motion, Vasquez. They'll give it to Canizaro again. And good tackle there. That was Christian Minosis from that safety spot. Another first down pickup for this Pride offense. This drive started around the 5:40 mark, and we are now nearing the end of the first quarter with 1:40 to go. Another long drive here for Springfield. Sylvester put it in the gut, but he'll keep it. And then Letty able to jump on the back and take him down just before he picked up the first down. So another good gain for Springfield in the chains. Nearly moving there, but at a second down opportunity.
And a really interesting play design. The fake fullback, but Brown pulled and got a good block. Good for 9.
He'll keep Wagenblas and Barcelo in.
Wagenblas definitely a red zone threat. A massive person, 6'4". can put it on the
Yeah, you can kind of see, at least from where we're standing, Wagnablas is definitely a size advantage. Brown will motion. He'll get it. Going for the corner. And he's in. Sean Brown puts Springfield on the board for the second time today. Before dawn breaks, and while most of Alden Street is sleeping, Springfield College's athletes transform the quiet morning into a proving ground of strength, discipline, and legacy. Their early morning lifts are more than just workouts. They're a ritual that builds not only muscle, but also character, forging a tradition that defines the spirit of the college.
And front squatting helps us stay agile while gaining and maintaining strength throughout the entire year leading up to the season. And what we're doing now is just more focused on speed and recovery, really, leading up to the season. And we're just excited to get out there, get after it March 1st.
For the baseball team, early morning lifts aren't optional. They're a commitment. With their season just around the corner, these players are working to ensure they're stronger, faster, and more prepared than ever.
That early morning fit is really the only thing we can do with them in terms of bringing everyone in. At the same time, Coach Sims is obviously not involved this year. He's at home for personal reasons, but he liked that 6 a.m. slot. He's an old school guy. I think he, enjoyed the getting up early and, holding your teammates accountable. And so that's kind of been a tradition that has stood with the baseball team for a long time. So I'd say it's a combination of wanting to get everyone in here at the same time, and 2, a mixture of, what Coach Sims believes in, for sure.
These sessions focus on explosive movements, building strength that directly impacts game performance. Every rep is designed with a purpose. The Springfield baseball team in 2024 showed improvement on the base pass, stealing 9 more bases compared to the 2023 campaign.
Kind of from like AT student side, I always get told from Dr. T, especially down in the weight room, that sleep is the biggest thing. So in order to get that performance and really improve their health from doing those morning workouts, they probably need to start getting to sleep sooner.
Preventing injuries is just as important as building strength. Stretching, hydration, and recovery are all part of the bigger picture. According to NCAA studies, teams with structured strength and recovery programs report up to 50% fewer in-season injuries.
We usually get there, stretch as a team all together, and then coach puts us through some drills. We'll bang out those drills, and then we'll head over to the weight room. As we get to the weight room, we'll start our lift. Coach will go over our lifts we have to do. We'll get them done. And the big thing that I love to do in the weight room is definitely motivate the guys, get them going, and push them as much as I can.
For the baseball team, early mornings aren't just about building strength. They're about building trust, camaraderie, and a culture of winning.
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of strength conditioning traditions that kind of oversee our entire program, how we approach things. Tradition, integrity, excellence, that's right on the board out there. We slap it on the way in, we slap it on the way out, so do the athletes. And it kind of is a few pillars of how we carry ourselves. In terms of, personal to team, that's going to depend on the strength coach from year to year. Obviously, like there's different teams have different traditions every year. I'd say this year's been a monumental year for the baseball team in terms of creating new traditions. So we did the entire Stud Bolt Challenge in the off season, which was semester long, a few challenges in and out every week. We kept score. We had teams. So that was definitely new.
For players, these early mornings build strength and unity. But for the graduate assistant running these sessions, it's the start of an exciting new chapter. Caden Maynard, who I previously spoke with, recently accepted a position with the Toronto Blue Jays minor league system as a strength and conditioning coach, taking lessons learned at Springfield College to the next level. After I had conducted my interview with Maynard, I hadn't known about his new job acceptance, mainly because he hadn't mentioned it until after we spoke one-on-one. I was able to connect again with Maynard via email, and he said, quote, "Springfield has been such a huge part of my journey. Without these Springfield College athletes, I wouldn't be able to take the next step, and I am extremely grateful for each and every single one of them," end quote. For these Springfield College student athletes, success starts before the sun comes up. Outside of Archie Allen Field and reporting for SCTV3, I'm Dante Iafredi.